It's no use, I pressed her into a pancake, but no more lies are coming out. I never expected her to be so good at talking her ways out of bad situation. But we can't admit defeat. One more. Your Honor, the defense has finished their cross-examination. Doesn't it seem to be about time to hand down your verdict? Yes, it does. Then... Please wait, Your Honor. We're not done yet. So get on with it. My time is precious, I'll have you know. Well then. Where should I start? So you can't cross-examine her anymore. You're already out of ideas. Why, of course not. Magi, buy us some time. Please be reasonable, Aya. Just what am I supposed to do? Anything! Fake an illness or something! There's no way we'll get away with it. In the worst case scenario, we'll be thrown out of the courtroom. But there's nothing else we can do, Magi, please. Ah, that isn't going to help us in either way, either. Oh. What seems to be the trouble, defense? One last futile struggle, how unsightly. Oops, I dropped my notebook. I have so much written here. It's like a whole year's worth of newspaper articles. Don't you keep them court records in there too? No, I keep those somewhere else. Here we go. Whew, picking up a floor sure works up a sweat. Ah! What happened, Aya? Momoji, didn't Miss Saigu testify that Miss Yagokoro picked up the paperweight? She did, I'm sure of it. So that means that if anything else had fallen on the floor, she would have noticed it, right? Yes, that sounds reasonable. In any case, I will hand out my verdict. I find the defendant. There is an obvious contradiction in Miss Saigyoji's testimony. You're too late. Your verdict, Your Honor. I will give you one more chance. However, if your evidence holds no sway, I will immediately continue my verdict. Understood, Your Honor. Okay, this one. What evidence would they accept? Alright, let's see. Alright, where is it? Was this one? Drop medicine pack. GG, well played. What is that? Is it just medicine? Is it not? Yes, indigestion medicine for humans, to be precise. However, the real meaning of this evidence is the place where it fell. Where it fell. The medicine fell when Miss Saigyoji bumped into the shelves. After that, Miss Yagokoro put most of the medicine packets on the shelves and picked up the lemon-shaped paperweight from the floor. However, she did not notice one packet of medicine that had fallen to the ground. That is an obvious contradiction. Didn't she simply not notice it? That is unlikely. She should have realized there was one single packet of human indigestion medicine missing from the shelves. That is indeed a contradiction. I do not see how medicine you made yourself would not be closely monitored. What is the meaning of this, witness? Silence will not help our understanding. Miss Saigyoji, if your testimony breaks down, you are the only one who will be seen as the criminal. Are you going to accept that? I myself do not want to accept it, despite my belief in you, it seems. Huh. It can't be. You treat the witness as a crook, but do you have the evidence that permits you to do so? You still haven't altogether proven that she is the guilty party. Why not? She's all but given out. What else is there? In the courtroom, surrender is not admissible without the proper evidence. Basis capitulation, whatever the fuck that is the height of absurdity. It is just as she says, even if the witness is given up, you must still provide adequate proof. No way. I can't prove anything like that. Even though we've come this far, we're still in a tight spot. We were just planning on getting Miss Saigyoji to give in, but the way things are going, Miss Yagokoro is still going to end up guilty. Ah, I've got it, Aya. You've got what? Why don't you instead prove that Miss Yagokoro is innocent? So show evidence that Miss Yagokoro couldn't have done it, basically. That's right! Using the process of elimination, if you can remove all possibility of Miss Yagokoro committing the crime, that will leave no one but Miss Saigyoji. That it will. So I need to present something that would absolutely not exist if Miss Yagokoro were the criminal. That would be... Are you quite ready? We are waiting for your evidence. Alright, the evidence that proves Miss Saigyoji is the true culprit is... There you go. A note, what does this prove? No foolish stories this time, please. I wish to confirm something with the prosecution. You have decided through the process of elimination that Miss Yagokoro is the criminal as Miss Saigyoji is not, correct? That should go without mention. I've said that many times throughout this trial. In that case, if we can prove Miss Yagokoro is not the criminal, then will you accept that Miss Saigoji is? Very well, I'll accept that wager. Then if Miss Yagokoro were the criminal, this would present a clear contradiction. The reason being that she had purposely rigged the medicine to trick the victims into taking the wrong one. This note would have completely sabotaged all of her efforts. Can you determine that it was the defendant who wrote this? Couldn't it be a forgery? Why would someone forge this? If this paper had remained on the door of Miss Fujiwara's hut as intended, this whole thing would have never happened. Did you compare the handwriting? We did not, but if you want to cross-examine at Aente, everyone at Aente, be my guest. I can already imagine what the outcome would be. No thank you, I trust in its authenticity regardless. But why did the victim take the medicine anyway if this paper was left for her? It came loose before she returned. And for your information, Miss Fujiwara is the one who picked it up, and I received it directly from her. That would explain it. Witness, I mean Yujiko Saigoji. I would never expected you to. Huh? The one who switched the medicine was me. That's what you wanted to hear, yes? Her attitude has taken a sudden change. Is this her true self? Why would you do something like that? It was an honest mistake. Really? Yes, nothing more, nothing less. When I tripped and knocked the medicine off the shelves, I was mistaken in where I returned them. In essence, it was an accident. Well, if it was simply an accident, that changes matters. We cannot indict anyone that lacks animosity. That certainly turned into a troublesome affair. She's still acting like she has nothing to do with this with her, and with that haughty-taughty attitude. Was it really a simple blunder, Miss Saigoji? Wasn't there something you held against Miss Fujiwara to make you purposefully switch those medicines? Maybe there was, and maybe there wasn't. You are on the attack, I'm on the defense. Or on purpose or by accident, which side will be proven the victor? If Miss Saigoji gets away at this point, this trial is going to end in Miss Yagokoro being declared guilty. Taking a loss even when she admitted to her deeds would be too painful. I'm well aware of that, but how can we prove that Miss Saigoji performed the switch intentionally? It may be hard to find, but there must be something she overlooked. If you remember what happened when the switch was made, you should be able to figure it out. Let's see here. Miss Saigoji tripped through the shelves, causing all of the medicine to fall off from the impact. The shelves contained the medicine for Miss Fujiwara, Miss Kawashiro, and I think one more person. Sanai. It was Miss Kochia, wasn't it? That means the medicine on those shelves belonged to 2 humans and 1 yokai. Due to the colors of the packets, the human medicines can easily be distinguished from the yokai medicine. However, defense, can you prove that the witness intentionally switched the medicine? Huh? Please wait a little longer, honest. We just need a little more time. I'm sorry, but there's no more to give. I would like to bring this to a conclusion as soon as possible. As such, I will only give you 1 chance to make your case. She's too strict. Fine, Your Honor. Here's my proof. Yup. What? Not? Huh. What the fuck? Did I read that wrong? Alright. Okay, game, that's not what I want to do. Alright, I'll meet you guys back later. Alright, back, so let's do this. So... what was the thing I'm looking for again? There we go, there we go, there we go. This is the medicine distribution checklist, is it not? The medicine that fell off the shelves Miss Saigoji struck was all meant for new customers at Aante's consignment system. These new customers consisted of 2 humans and 1 yokai. Indeed, no objections from the witness, I presume? No, but I wonder if she will be able to prove my guilt with that evidence. Then if there are no objections, I will continue. The human medicine is wrapped in differently colored packets from the yokai medicine. That allows them to be easily identified at a glance. Which means that given those 3 customers, there should have been more packets of human medicine in the pink colored packaging. Proceed. Through her testimony, Miss Saigoji clearly knew that those shelves containing the medicine for Miss Fujiwara, Miss Kawashiro, and Miss Kochia. If she did not, she would have been unable to return the medicine to the shelves by accident or otherwise. Yes, I will agree to that. That means that she should have realized that the packets with the most common color contained human medicine. Even if one pink packet fell out of sight, that would still leave them in the majority. I will be blunt. Miss Sagoji, you must have known the difference between the human and yokai medicines, which means that you could have not placed the wrong medicine on Miss Fujiwara's shelf by accident. You win. What? You're correct. I misplaced the medicine packets on purpose. I arranged them so Moku would develop side effects from taking the yokai medicine. Why would you do something like that? There was no special reason. My powers of death have no effect on one who has consumed the Horai elixir, so I was merely looking through the medicine room for some other way. Then a chance tumble from that paper weight helped me strike upon an idea. So this wasn't a premeditated crime? Calling it a crime is blowing out proportion. It was something more than a prank. That went way beyond a prank. Miss Fujiwara spent a whole night in a great deal of suffering. To an immortal, that doesn't amount to more than a twinkling of an eye. I would like to think such stimuli every now and again are beneficial for her kind. Is that what she's really like? She's always so relaxed and easygoing, but now she's like a completely different person. There's a rumor she's one of the major forces behind the spring snow incident, so there's a good chance that this is her genuine personality. But it's such a shame. I didn't think I would be exposed so easily. However, I never imagined my little prank would cause such a stir either, right, Yomu? Lady, here you go. No matter what you may think, you still went too far. But was it not even a little enjoyable? Not in the least. I offer my deepest apologies to all, and I will make amends to the full extent of my ability hereafter. Must you always be so dramatic, Yomu? Come now. Come, now that I've finished testifying, let's return home. Being a witness works up a considerable appetite. Be a dear and prepare dinner once we return, would you? But the trial's not over yet. I grant you permission to leave the courtroom on the condition that you return later to serve your sentence. See, we have the judge's permission, so we're leaving now. Please wait for me, I will follow shortly. I sincerely regret the trouble we have caused, if you will excuse us. Now that the witness has left the courtroom, I shall hand out my verdict. The defendant, Eirin Yagokoro, is not... damn fucking straight. Well, that kind of put a damper on things. All this mess just for it to have turned out to be some sick idea of prank. And she still tried to pin the blame on Miss Yagokoro. I wonder if that would upset her even her. Upset even who? Oh, there you are, Miss Yagokoro. Have you been released? Yes, I have. Saki also apologized for the mistaken arrest. Yeah, well, it's not like even a detective would have been able to see what had happened as a prank. By the way, aren't you bothered at the least about being set up by Miss Sagoji? Is there a reason why I would be? I guess she's just that kind of person. Regardless, I've concluded my diary, so I shall now confer it upon you. Thank you so very much. When I get this serialized in my newspaper, that should make this whole ordeal worthwhile. What's the matter, Aya? Excuse me, Miss Yagokoro. Yes, what is it? What's written here? I've never seen this kind of lettering before. That's lunar script. I always write personal notes in my native language. Please write this like your medical records so I can read it. The medical records are a different matter, and asking me to rewrite it now is an impossible request. There should not be any time for that. So you won't? You are of great assistance to me. If I'm ever in trouble again, I will be sure to depend on you. I don't give two thoughts about that. Just do something about your diary. I was counting on it to give me the scoop I needed. Why not start a diary of your own? Every time, it's the same old thing. Each case is some prank, just some prank gone wrong. And even though I come up empty-handed, I've had just about enough of this. So, bitch get wrecked. Pretty much the essence of Aya. Alright, let's see what the next shit is. Embers of Animism. After finding Satori cursed with paralysis, Koichi has Oku arrested, but Eirin knows better. She calls on Aya to get to the bottom of it. Oh boy! We're dealing with the subterranean crew. This should be an interesting one indeed. So, that concludes the second episode of, no, second chapter of Touhou Attorney. Yeah. Fuck! That was getting tough. Even though I used the guide, if I didn't have the guides, I would have been majorly fucked. Yeah, that's not fun. So I have to give a big shout out to Blue Arrow, Oro, however the fuck you're supposed to say that, 772. As you guys already know my history when it comes to names, I'm not exactly the best. So Blue Arrow, Oro, wherever the fuck it's called, 772. Thank you so much for posting what was needed to be done to beat this, because yeah, this would have been a bitch to figure it out. So yeah, I'm really thankful for that. Thanks a lot, man. So yeah, that's that. And then chapter 3, we're gonna be dealing with that, and it's subterranean. So this is actually gonna be a good one to deal with, I think, because we haven't dealt with subterranean, which I guess is fine. What the interesting is, since Oku is the supposed culprit, this should make things fun. And Koichi is the one who got her arrested, so yeah, it gets even more interesting. But like always, this is Magi. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.